In India, millions of young people carry enormous dreams in their hearts: clear the competitive exam, earn a government job, get into the academy, lift their family into a better life. Every day, they promise themselves, "This time, I will change." But here is the uncomfortable truth: motivation alone will not transform your future. You can scroll through endless inspirational reels. You can listen to powerful speeches that give you goosebumps. You can feel unstoppable at midnight, yet when morning comes, most routines stay the same, because real progress is not built on emotional highs. It is built on discipline when no one is watching, on effort when you are tired, on consistency when results are invisible. This is the story of a young man named Arjun, not the most talented, not the luckiest, who stopped chasing temporary motivation and started mastering daily consistency. He didn't change his dream, he changed his habits, and that made all the difference. If you've ever felt stuck, if you've worked hard but seen little improvement, if you've questioned whether you're good enough, then stay with me, because this story might not just inspire you, it might shift the way you approach your own journey. Follow NT Motivational Story for more powerful stories that fuel discipline, strengthen mindset, and remind you that your breakthrough may be closer than you think. Arjun grew up in a small village near the banks of the Ganga, where life moved slowly but responsibilities arrived early. His father repaired bicycles in a narrow roadside shop. On good days, they earned just enough to cover food and electricity. On bad days, they borrowed. Arjun was never the brightest student in school. He wasn't the strongest either. No medals, no special recognition. If you looked at him, you wouldn't immediately see future champion. But there was something different about him. Every morning at 4:30 a.m., before the first temple bell echoed through the village, Arjun would wake up, while most people were still asleep. He tied his worn-out running shoes and stepped onto the empty road. He ran past the quiet tea stalls, past the fields covered in mist, past the same banyan tree that had watched him grow up. His dream was simple yet powerful: to qualify for the district sports academy, not for fame, not for applause. He wanted to prove that a boy from a small village could compete with city athletes. He wanted to ease the burden on his father's tired shoulders. He wanted to build a future that looked different from his present. There were no cameras recording his effort, no crowd cheering him on, no guarantee of success, just one young man, and the decision to show up every single day. Arjun understood something most people ignore: greatness is not born in stadiums. It is built in silence, long before anyone notices. And this was only the beginning of his test. For nearly 2 years, Arjun competed in every local race he could find. Small village tournaments, district selections, school-level championships. Each time, he trained harder than before. Each time, he believed this would be the breakthrough, and each time, he finished second, sometimes third, never first. At first, people admired his persistence. But slowly, the whispers began. Maybe he doesn't have natural talent. Village boys can't compete with city runners. Why doesn't he focus on something practical? Even his relatives advised him to help full-time in the bicycle shop instead of wasting mornings on the road. The hardest battle wasn't against other runners, it was against doubt. One monsoon morning, while pushing himself through a muddy stretch near the river, Arjun slipped. He fell hard. His knee scraped against gravel. Pain shot through his ankle. Rain poured heavily. The road was empty. He sat there, soaked and breathing heavily, staring at his reflection in a puddle. For the first time, he questioned everything. What if they're right? He thought. What if effort is not enough? He had given his mornings, his energy, his youth, yet the result never changed. That moment, alone in the rain, was more difficult than any race. Because when results don't appear, quitting feels logical, sensible, safe. But every dreamer faces this crossroads: continue without visible progress, or walk away quietly. What Arjun chose next would define his entire future. If this part of the story feels familiar to you, Stay with us. Follow NT, motivational story for stories that strengthen your mindset when giving up seems easier than moving forward. As Arjun sat under the heavy monsoon sky, trying to silence the storm inside his mind, he heard slow footsteps approaching. An elderly farmer, guiding his oxen along the muddy path, stopped when he noticed the young boy's defeated posture. "Why are you sitting here in the rain?" the old man asked gently. Arjun hesitated, then spoke honestly. He explained the years of training, the repeated losses, the voices telling him to quit. "I work hard every day," he said, "but nothing changes. Maybe I'm just not meant to win." The farmer listened patiently, then pointed toward a cluster of bamboo near the riverbank. "Do you know how bamboo grows?" he asked. Arjun shook his head. "For years," the farmer said. "You water the seed. You protect the soil. You see nothing above the ground. No sign of progress. Many people give up during that time. But underground, the roots are spreading wider and deeper than you can imagine." He paused, letting the words settle. Then one season, almost suddenly, the bamboo shoots up taller than any other plant around it. People call it rapid growth, but they don't see the years of silent preparation. The farmer looked directly at Arjun. "Maybe you are not losing. Maybe you are building roots." Those words did not erase his pain instantly, but they shifted his perspective. For the first time, Arjun understood, progress is not always visible. And sometimes, the most important growth happens where no one can see it. The farmer's words did not magically make Arjun faster the next morning. His muscles were still sore. His ankles still hurt. The competition was still strong, but something inside him had changed. He stopped running to defeat others. He started running to defeat yesterday's version of himself. That shift transformed everything. Arjun redesigned his routine with precision. He studied professional runners online at the small internet cafe in town. He learned about breathing control, stride length, pacing strategy, and recovery cycles. He adjusted his diet with whatever affordable nutrition he could manage. Every morning at 4:30 a.m., he showed up, not emotionally charged, not dramatically inspired, just committed. Some days felt powerful, most days felt ordinary, but he no longer measured progress by medals. He measured it by discipline, by consistency, by whether he honored his promise to himself. While others trained only before competitions, Arjun trained daily. While others rested after small failures, he analyzed them. He treated each race not as proof of talent, but as data for improvement. Weeks turned into months. His breathing became smoother, his stride more simple. Results arrive when consistency becomes identity. If you feel unseen right now, keep building your roots. Show up daily. Improve quietly. Trust the process. Try this for the next 30 days. No excuses. No drama. Just discipline, and observe the change. Follow NT, motivational story. Apply the lesson, and share your progress in the comments.